Welcome back. As we celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, we are talking with our local Latino and Latina leaders about accomplishments made in our community and the challenges people still face. Tonight we have County Supervisor Vice Chair Nora Vargas, the first Latina to be elected to the board. Welcome so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here.
It's wonderful to be here with you.
So I know not only are you the first Latina, you're the first immigrant, and you were raised in a dual citizenship household. How did that shape who you are today?
You know, I think my immigrant experience really taught me that there's a lot of work to be done to break down barriers, and so I've taken the experience and some of the challenges that I faced growing up, you know, to challenge the system to be able to help our communities, and I think that's what really inspired me.
You were born in Tijuana?
Born and raised in Tijuana, yes.
And your mom was a U.S. citizen?
Yes, my mom was a U.S. citizen. She met my dad and they fell in love, and so she moved to Tijuana, which was very different than what most people were doing at the time.
And how did that inspire you to take a political avenue?
Well, I think my parents really focused on making sure that all of us were very civically engaged, and we did our best to make the world a little bit better. And so I think being able to understand two languages, being able to really understand the community and some of the needs, and really seeing a void, particularly for Latina representation, was something that really interested me, and so I wanted to get engaged and involved, and I was involved with organizations like Mana de San Diego and Hope, which is a Latino organization as well, and that was really propelled me to really get active and engaged in the community.
I know you were sworn in just 1 year, 9 months ago, yes. January 2021. It seems like we're in some sort of time warp because of the pandemic.
Yes.
And all you did to help lead the vaccination effort among Latinos. But when you look back at the last year and 9 months, what are you most proud of? And what do you feel like the challenges are that, you know, Latinos still face, the community still faces?
I think the thing that I'm most proud of is the resilience of our community, the Latino community, and our community in general, right? But as a vice chair of the board, I was able to be part of the subcommittee on COVID, and really being able to think outside the box, the community partnerships, really being able to engage the community and being a spokesperson in language to be able to get out there and make sure that the community trusted the information that was being provided, and being able to hit record numbers of 99% vaccination in communities like San Isidro is something that I'm really proud of.
What has been the feedback from the community? I mean, for many years, decades, centuries, there has not been anyone on the County Board of Supervisors that looks like you, that is representative of that part of our community.
I have to tell you that it's very positive. I feel a big responsibility. People come up to me and they tell me, you know, we're really proud of you. Keep the work, you know, keep up the great work, but don't forget about us. Mm-hmm. And so my goal is to make sure that I never forget about our communities where I come from, and continue to advocate to make sure that our communities are better.
And what are some of the challenges that you're still looking to break down barriers?
Well, some of the challenges include, you know, Latinas were the most impacted by the COVID pandemic, you know, lost most of the jobs. Childcare is a huge issue. Healthcare is a huge issue. Last week, we declared homelessness a public healthcare crisis because we know that unsheltered populations are really being impacted right now. And of course, you know, housing. And so, you know, I'm looking at this from a comprehensive perspective, really thinking about what does it look like to make sure that we are, you know, looking at it from an equity perspective when we're thinking about economic recovery for our communities.
You're part of something that hasn't been done in a while, the joint committee, the meeting that you guys had, the summit, working together with the city, yes, and the county. So you're continuing to break barriers. But what would you say to people? How can we make a difference? How can everyone make a difference? What would be your advice?
Yeah, I think it's extremely important for our communities to get involved, to let us know how, you know, people have better ideas than government does, right? If we're going to make government work for all of us, then we have to be engaged and participate. We have an opportunity to get engaged in the elections that are coming up, right? So these are the tough decisions that we all should be a part of, and government is supposed to work for everyone, and so we are here to support and to work with them.
Well, thank you so much for celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month with us. We appreciate all that you've done for the community and continue to do. Vice Chair Nora Vargas, thanks for joining us.